Hey guys, I am back with another chat video and I've got a lot of things to talk about today. So just in case you're wondering, I've done my hair a little bit different and you may not have been wondering, but I was kind of going for a look of like a faux hawk. I don't think I quite succeeded, but I just kind of slicked the sides back, pinned them, and then let the curls go down the back. So I'm not liking it too much from the front, but I really like it from the back right now. So I may play around with this some more and do some more of that. But I do have a couple of other videos to film today, so you're going to see the same hairstyle, exactly the same. I'll do a change of clothes for one of them, so it might get shifted a little bit. But just thought I'd start out with that. Let's go ahead and start out with eBay this week. I have got one eBay story to tell you. It's kind of funny, sort of, not really, but I sold 6 eBay items this week. I am so thrilled about that, and right after I'm done filming, I've got to head to the post office and drop that number 6 item off that sold last night, so super excited about that. So the eBay story this week, I have a Wild Fox. It's not really a sweatshirt. It's thicker than, like, say, a regular like t-shirt material, but it's not as thick as like this sweatshirt or the regular Wild Fox sweatshirts. And I have it listed for $28.50, which for some shirts that's probably an expensive price, but for the Wild Fox brand, actually that's not expensive at all. And if I waited around, I probably could get a little bit more out of it, but I'm like, I just want it to go. So I got an email sometime during the week asking if I would take $26 for it. And I thought about it for a little while, and I'm like, you know what, 26 is fine. I don't care about that extra $2.50. It's not gonna make or break me, so I just want the clothing to go. So I emailed the person back and said yes. I think that's all I said was yes, I'll accept that, but I didn't write I'll accept that. And I lowered the price to $26 because I have it listed as buy now, not make me an offer, so I needed to change the price. So a little while later in the day, several hours later in fact, I get an email back that says, I'm sorry, I meant to text $14. I can't go over 20 with shipping. And I'm like, how do you type 26 when you meant to type 14? I don't know. Sometimes I do think people are just messing with me. I've heard another YouTuber say, I don't know if she said that's happened to her or she's afraid it's happened to her, where people are just, like emailing you with really no intention whatsoever of buying. I don't know if that happens or not. I feel like it could, but I just ended up raising that price back up to $28.50. So for now, the price is staying at that. It has a few watchers, so I do have several items with watchers on it. And this was actually a sweatshirt I had listed. I've got another one almost just like it, just different color, sweatshirt material, and then the sleeves, the embroidered in. The sleeves was a different color. And so I wore the other one yesterday, and I'm going to get into weight loss in just a minute. That's going to be the bulk of this video. Well, not weight loss, but my goals for 2018. I think that's what I'm going to title this video, Goal Check-In for 2018 or something like that. So I tried the other one on and it was fitting so much better, and I absolutely love these sweatshirts, so I decided to end my eBay listing on this one and keep it as well. And the reason why I had listed this one in the first place was because it didn't fit me all that well. I mean, it fit, but it just wasn't that comfortable, but I didn't want to sell both of them. That's why I didn't list the other one, because I just really, really liked them. And with the weight loss, I am now able to wear them comfortably. So it was one of those things where I was just like, you know what, I'm going to keep it because I really do like it. And then another little eBay story. This one's kind of funny too. It was on Sunday, and it was either Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening. I don't remember the time, and that doesn't matter one iota. I tried one of the skirts on that I have listed on eBay, and it fit me. And like 2 weeks ago, it didn't. And because of the weight loss, it fit me now. And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm going to keep that. So I moved it from my eBay rack to my regular clothing rack. But for whatever reason, I was telling myself, you need to end that listing, you need to end that listing. But then I went to do something else and it just went out of my mind. And literally it sold within an hour. And so I was like, you know what? It was meant to sell, so I'm not heartbroken over it too much. But it was like, I was going to keep that. But anyway, it is what it is. I made a little bit of money for it, and I hope somebody else really enjoys that skirt. So those are my eBay stories this week. I went to the post office last Saturday to I got filming on the brain, to pick up my newest handbag in my collection, and which I did film the video on that. But when I went to the post office, I noticed this package was in my P.O. box. And I knew this was not going to be the handbag because I've got a tiny P.O. box, so the post office will stick a piece of paper in there with my P.O. box number written on it, which means I take it to the front, I hand them that, they go get my package and give it to me because it won't fit my P.O. box. But this was in there, and I was like, what is this? And then I saw the name on the front of it, and it was from Nicole, and I call her Nikki a lot of times, so, because her channel, or her username is for Nikki May. And so this is from Nicole, and I was like, I couldn't even get home before I opened it. I opened it in the car, and there was some really, really cute stuff in here. I don't think I brought the other card with me, but she makes these cards, and she also made me another card and wrote me a sweet note on it that I just loved getting that. This literally made my Saturday. I think I was almost way more excited about this than I was the handbag, and that is saying a lot, so because I love handbags. But this literally just made my day when I got these from her. And so she has done different cards, and this one says like, thank you from the bottom of my heart, and it's got a little doggy on it. I don't know how well you guys are seeing that, and it's just kind of blank inside, so I can write whatever I want. And this is just for some things there are just no words, and they're all blank, and this one says just for you. So I absolutely love them, and this may be my favorite one right here. You've got a friend in me, and it's a little turtle and a little dog. I love turtles and I love dogs. So, and this one also has like a little ribbon around it. These are the sweetest cards, and I don't even want to use them because I want to keep them and savor them. Like, these are from my friend Nicole, and I just love them, but I also want to use them and like, hey, send these to somebody because I think they are just precious. This one says, I'll be your up when you're feeling down, and it's got a little bird on it. And then she included some envelopes, and she also included some stickers with this. And oh my goodness, look at these. Look at these pink flamingos. Guys, I love flamingos. And it's got like a sticker with glasses on it. I feel like even though I've never met her in person, she knows me so well, and I do 100% consider her a good friend, even though, you know, it's kind of weird thinking that it's somebody that you've never met in person, but she is my friend. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Nicole. I mean, you made my day last Saturday. And last Saturday, overall, we had beautiful weather here in Nashville. It was so nice, and it literally made me forget that we were still in the middle of winter. I had a wonderful Saturday, so the whole weekend was great. The puppies and I went on a super long walk last Saturday, and so it was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. And the rest of the week, I will tell you, Sunday wasn't bad. A little bit of aggravation. I was trying to take the puppies to Radnor Lake to go walking. There was zero parking to be had, and there were hundreds of people out there. And so that was not fun whatsoever. But Sunday wasn't bad, but Monday through Thursday was literally like every day was a Monday, if you know what I mean. So on Monday, I had gone to a Walmart just to get, I don't do a whole lot of grocery shopping at Walmart, but I get like paper towels, cleaning supplies, things of that nature. And it was raining. I mean, pouring down raining when I came out of Walmart. And somehow or another, I think I know what happened. I was holding my remote clicker thingy for my car, and I know if you hold that unlock button down, the windows will lower. In my generation, I always said we roll our windows down, even though I don't know if you can ever find a car that you literally roll the window down anymore, but I still use the terminology roll the window down. So that happened, and I ended up not realizing it until I got everything in the car, and then I was like, oh my goodness, I shut the door, and I'm like, why is the window down? Then I walked over to the driver's side, and my window was down, and the driver's side window is broken. It doesn't like to go back up once it goes down, and luckily I got it up, but then it kept lowering. Every time I got back into the car, the window would go back down again. So that happened through Monday as well. So I've been fighting. The rest of the week's been okay, but then other things were just going on during the week that were a little bit stressful. Not horrible, but just enough to make every day feel like a Monday. But Friday was wonderful, and today has been great so far. Oh, another thing that happened on Monday, I was going to edit the footage for the the Goodwill haul that I did, and everything was blurry. And I was like, oh my goodness. So luckily I had that Ulta haul video ready to go. I was like, well, we're just going to do Ulta haul instead of Goodwill haul this week. And so I am going to be refilming the Ulta, I said Ulta again, the eBay, not eBay, I am just talking too fast and getting everything mixed up. I am going to be filming the Goodwill haul right after this video, and that will go up on Friday. Don't be too excited about that. It's not exciting. It's a couple articles of clothing and some books, but if you want to watch that, the plan is for that one to go up on Friday. So I've talked a lot right now, and I didn't mean for this to be a super long video, but the rest of this video I'm going to be discussing my check-in with you for my 2018 goals. And I'm not going to say what every single goal was, but I'm going to tell you potentially what percentage I am of those goals. At this point, I will tell you, because I want to be fully honest and disclose it, I did have to project some things for savings-wise up through the end of the month. So is that Wednesday? Is Wednesday the last day of the month? So I had an idea of what money I would be able to save through Wednesday. So it's a few days before that, but you know, I'm just going to give you the projected percentages. So I just wanted to tell you guys that. And I also feel like I may either should have waited until next week to do this video, because I want to get through the rest of the month, but I wanted to talk about this at the last chat of the month. So next month I may do a separate video just for this one. That way the chat will not be so long. Anyway, so weight-wise, I'm super happy about this. My goal for the first 3 months of the year, the original goal that I got my 2018 goals right here, was to lose 20 pounds for the first 3 months. And in addition to the losing 20 pounds, I want to say get fit, have more energy, and get healthy. And so as of today, I'm filming this on the 27th of January. I started the weight loss weighed, and I weighed on December the 30th. That was the day I started. So I'm almost at a full month. I am down 8.2 pounds. I am super thrilled about that. So I'm literally almost at 50% of my weight goal, but I got another 1.8 pounds to be at 50%, so somebody else do the math. I don't think I did the math on that one. I'm very happy about that. So this was just in the first month, and I know the more weight I lose, the harder it's going to be to get off the rest of the weight. So I am thinking potentially to change that 20 pounds to 25 to 30 pounds. I don't know. I think 25 pounds is doable. 30 is pushing it, but I'm thinking about adjusting the goal to 25 pounds and but for the first 3 months of the year. So anyway, so I'm super excited about that, and I've got to tell you, I do have more energy. I am feeling so much healthier internally with, you know, all the internal stuff going on. I don't know if I'm healthier, but I feel like I should be. And I'm feeling so much better, though. I've got to tell you, I was miserable with the weight. I was uncomfortable. I mean, literally miserable. I 100% realized that everybody's at different sizes, and my size compared to other people, they may think I'm skinny. Other very smaller people may thought I was very large. I don't know. You never should compare yourself to anybody else, because that is never good when you do that. So I try never to do that whatsoever. It can be difficult, but I will tell you, the weight I was at, I was super uncomfortable and miserable. And so I'm feeling so much better now. I did, I don't know what I did with them, but I did take measurements. Actually, I measured myself back in October. I'm looking somewhere in here, and I've got papers everywhere. So I do specifically remember the number that I went down, the inches that I have lost. Now keep in mind, inches will be give or take a few of those, because of the fact I'm not sure the exact placement of the measuring tape. I may not have hit it in the exact same location of when I measured in October. And I probably should have measured in December, but I had just written everything down in October. And so I measured last Sunday or Monday, and I was down 14.2 inches. I had lost 14.2 inches, give or take, a few inches for placement of that measuring tape. And I measured pretty much everything except for my neck, because I feel like I'm getting a little bit of a double chin, but not much. But I've always felt like my neck is very thin, so I honestly didn't feel the need to measure that. But I measured like bicep, chest, waist, lower waist, like the lower abdominal, hips, thighs, calf muscles, right above my knee. I don't even know what area you call that. Every single area was smaller, and based on my measurements, I'm down 14.25 inches. That is over a foot of my body gone. So I am super thrilled about that. Savings wise, now I told you earlier I had to do a projection out to the last day of the month, and I had a certain amount of money that I want to save in the first quarter, and then I have a certain amount of money that I wanted to earn as extra income. So by the 31st of January, if my projections are correct, I will have saved 52% of my goal for the first 3 months, and for the earning extra income, I will be at 61% by January the 31st. So that's not including any extra eBay sales, but that is as it is today with like a next paycheck. That's what I figured in. So I'm hoping that number will go up with eBay sales. So, that is really great right there. I'm thrilled about that. I'm sorry I keep looking. My clock is counting down. I apologize for staring at the viewfinder too much. Let's see. Shopping less. I have not purchased any clothing, basically, let me say this. No fashion items have been purchased for this first month of the year. And I'm glad about that, because my goal is to spend less, especially this first quarter, because I want to save as much as I can for my trip, because I know I'm going to be doing some shopping in Italy. I already know I'm going to go to the Luisa Via Roma store in Florence. If it's open, I'm going to probably cry if it's not open, because I believe that is the only physical location of Luisa Via Roma that you can go in and shop at. I want to shop in Barcelona. I've already got my plan. So as much money as I can save, that is my goal. So I need to spend as less as I can this first quarter of the year. Well, I'm doing well. No fashion items have been purchased, so thrilled about that. But I did find that I messed up in some other directions, and I was going to show you something and completely forgot to bring it out here. But I ended up buying like an exercise mat that I have used twice in about 3 weeks, and so I do regret that purchase. But I threw all the thing that came around it away, and I'm like, why did I throw that away? I shouldn't have done that. I should have just taken it back. I am going to try to use it more because I paid for it. Let me restart the camera. Okay, I had just a few seconds left. I'm going to use that exercise mat more, but I've literally used it twice, and so I kind of regret that purchase. I ended up buying a ticket to the Antique and Garden show. That was expensive. I don't regret that, but it was still extra money that I spent. I bought, have you guys heard of Daily Harvest? It's like a smoothie sundae soup company that gets shipped to you. You put the stuff in the blender or put the soups in the microwave, and I got it 50% off. It came in, I paid $23 for that. I tried one of them. I took one drink, spit it out, and threw the rest of that one away, and I haven't touched the other since. So that was $23 that I could have saved. And so there's just been other things that I was like, you know what, I should not have bought a lot of this stuff. But so I definitely regret the Daily Harvest food subscription. I immediately canceled it. I regret the exercise mat, but I'm going to make myself use that. And I don't regret the ticket that I purchased, but it was almost $100. Let me tell you guys, it was just under. And that is money that I could have put towards my savings goal. But the only thing I don't regret is that ticket that I spent. And then there was a few other things that I purchased. Like I bought the stuff at Goodwill. I didn't spend too much on that stuff, but none of it has sold yet. So that was another amount of money. So with the spending, I'm going to do better in February. I have got to do better in February. It's got to be something I've got to work on because I love to shop. And I was thinking I was doing so well not buying any clothing items, any handbags, any shoes, anything like that, because just chunking everything I could into savings. And but anyway, but then I was just like a little here and a little there was going out, and before you know, it's like $250 later. And I was like, oh, I should not have done that at all. So I've beaten myself up figuratively, not literally, about those expenses. And it's definitely in the forefront of my mind for February not to have any extra expenses. So my idea for February is put gas in my car, do my church givings, and get what food I need to eat, that I will eat, and then kind of, you know, unless it's absolutely necessary, do not spend anything during the month of February. So that is my goal. I do plan on, as I'm saying that, I do plan on going back to Goodwill, it will be this coming Saturday, because I'm thinking that will be the first Saturday of the month, so February the 3rd. I don't know if I'll buy anything, but I do plan on going back out there because it's 50% off that day, and I'm hoping to get some good pieces. Book reading is another goal. I wanted to read 24 books for the year, and I am pleased to tell you I am now currently reading book number 5. So some of those books, I will tell you, 3 of the books were little. They were thin, but they do count. So I am pleased about that. And as I am reading some of the books, not all of the books are mine. I am getting some from the library. Oh, that's another thing I spent. I spent $70 on books at Books A Million. And I beat myself up over that because I was like, why don't you just go to the library and get those and they would be free? But I didn't. So it is what it is. I shouldn't have done it. I'm being honest with you guys. This is honesty at its finest, I think. Telling you, like, I should not have done that. But, you know, I'm moving on. Not going to do that again. Not planning on doing that again. So I am on 5 books. I'm currently reading my 5th one and still in January. So I'm way ahead of that. And I'm looking at the rest, and I think that's pretty much it. I covered the first quarter. My YouTube channel is growing a little bit. It's not growing as fast as I was like. I think I am 20 people up since I checked in December, 20 subscribers up. I would like it to go way more than that, but that's about the only thing I guess you could say that I'm really failing at is growing the YouTube channel, but I feel like that's completely out of my control. I want to make good content, but I can't make people subscribe. And then curtailing the spending. I failed at the spending. I succeeded not buying fashion, but failed at the other stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and get the puppies and wrap up this now super long video that I originally was going to do. I'm going to do a 10-minute video. No. It's going to be way closer to 30 minutes. So let me go grab the puppies. They are sound asleep right now. We took a long 2-mile walk this morning, which they enjoyed, and they've already had a bath, and so it is nap time for them, but I'll be right back. I've got them both right here. I thought I'd try to show you both at once today, so literally just woke them both up. But they are doing really, really well. Chanel got super mad at me on Monday. I call it the pamper session or spa day, and she had to have the full works done, including nail clippings, and she was so upset with me on Monday that she wouldn't even take a treat for me, but she forgave me. Just a few minutes later. She doesn't stay mad very long, but they are doing well. And then we had a little bit of a spa day today. I went easy on them today. We just had a bath and got our ears cleaned today. So no nail clipping, and I know you're supposed to brush your teeth a lot, but she was so mad and so upset and just offended about it. So I said, we will take a teeth brushing break from that this week and not do it. And I feel like I'm a bad doggy mom for not brushing their teeth, but I just wanted to give her a break because she was so pitiful after the spa day on Monday. So anyway, I love you. I love you too. I love you. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video and then film my Goodwill haul for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye, everybody.